Welcome to the Too Fast channel. In today's video we're going to be unboxing and testing and installing a weapon light. This is made by a company called Klarus. This is their 600 lumen tactical flashlight. It is a USB rechargeable light. I picked this up off of Amazon.com for $55.96 plus tax. That price may vary depending upon when you're watching this video, but that's the price I paid. I will put a link to this particular item on Amazon in the description if you want to go and check it out for yourself. So the Klarus model number GL1 is rated at 600 lumens. It has a 24-month warranty on it. And it is a cool white light with a center focus beam. Let's see, rechargeable, USB rechargeable. I don't know anything about the batteries except that they are lithium rechargeable batteries. They're not accessible to the end user. The let's see, it is IPX6 rated for waterproofing, or water resistance, I should say. And it weighs 2.13 ounces. It's compatible with standard Picatinny type 1913 rails, Glock and Weaver rails. And the dimensions of the sight are 2.2 inches by 1.1 inches by 1.24. And it uses, the main LED is a Cree XP-L2 HD. And okay, so that's most of the talking points. I got some more, but let's move on. Let's go ahead and take a look at this and unbox it and see what we have. So grab some glasses here so I make sure I can read all the small print. The let's see, it's listed as 1 meter impact resistance. IPX6 waterproof, mentioned that. The peak beam intensity is 17 and 22 CD. And the max beam distance is 83 meters. The max runtime is listed as 1 hour. And that's pretty spot on. You get usable light for 1 hour. I actually tested this. I was able to run it for 1.5 hours. But after 1 hour, the light was so dim it wasn't really usable. So that's fairly accurate. 2-year warranty. And that's about it on the back. This is made in China. Their website is klaruslight.com. And okay, so that's that. Let's go ahead and open this up and take a look at what the contents. I do have my Polymer 80 Glock 19 in the background. We will be fitting this to that soon. So we'll be test fitting this to see how it works. All right. All right, so what do we have? We have a charging cable. This is a USB-C charging cable. You'll have to provide your own power brick, of course, or you can plug this into your computer. I did charge this via my computer, which it takes about an hour to fully charge the battery on the computer. If you're using a charging brick like off your iPhone, it would probably be quicker, but I tested it on my computer. We have a small instructional manual. We have looks like an Allen key / Phillips screwdriver. And there's a couple of very small Phillips screws and a cross pin for the light. I believe this is so you can adapt this to larger Picatinny type of rails. Right out of the package, it's suitable for the Glock rails. You've got a couple of screws here and a tool. And let's take a look real quick at the user manual, see if there's any specs in there that would be worth mentioning. It is in Chinese and English. The battery capacity is listed at 260 milliamps. According to the manual, I couldn't find any information about that on Amazon's website. It does have a strobe, so you have a momentary on, constant on, and you have a strobe mode. There is a note here that when the light is turned on, the lamp will be in max output for 1 minute. The output will be progressively reduced to 70 lumens within 10 minutes. I did test that, and that is correct. As you turn the light on and you leave it on, it will progressively reduce its output until it gets to 70 lumens. And so that's how it functions. Some LEDs, if they're at full intensity for a long period of time, the whole assembly gets extremely hot. I noticed that this one does not get hot. Even after running it for an hour and a half, it never really got hot. It got like warm. Unlike some other lights I have that get so hot to the point where if you touch them, you're going to burn your fingers. And let's see. There is a battery capacity indicator on the side. Green indicates 70 to 100% charge capacity. Orange is 30 to 70%. Red is less than 30%. I will show you that when we pop the light out real quick. When you're charging it, red indicates it's charging. Green indicates that it's completely charged. And 2-year warranty. There is a limited lifetime warranty. The 2-year warranty covers defective parts within the 2 years of your purchase date. The limited lifetime warranty. After 2 years, the repair fee will be assessed according to the cost of the replacement part materials. And let's see, that's about all the important stuff in the user manual. All right, so finally, let's get a look at the light. I'll make sure we get all the important talking points on this light addressed. This is very similar to other pistol lights in its design. Now, this does not have a quick release bracket on it, so it does have this screw down. I don't know what you would exactly call this. You can use a coin. You can use your fingers to tighten this down, or you could put a coin in there to tighten it down. So I was able to, you know, I can manipulate this with my fingers just fine. Now here's the cross pin. Now this one's kind of interesting because on some of these lights, you have to remove, the cross pin is fixed, and you have to install the light according to where the cross pin is. Now this one, the cross pin actually slides. You can see this little ridged piece right here. This pin, if I were to push on it, will go click, 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 click. It'll slide all the way up or slide all the way down. So depending upon where you want to place this light on your Picatinny rail, this is probably most important to like a pistol. You can get the adjustment of this to your liking and move this cross pin to where it fits your Picatinny rail on your pistol. So that's kind of a neat feature, and I actually haven't seen that in any of the pistol lights I've looked at. All of the ones have a fixed cross pin, and you can unscrew it and remove it and replace it with a larger one or a smaller pin. But this one's actually movable. You can move it back and forth. So that's kind of cool. Klarus logo on the side. Single Cree XPL2 HD LED on the front, which is extremely bright. And the bottom just says the GL1, and then there's a rubber cover right here. This is for your USB-C charging. So for water resistance purposes, you definitely want to make sure that's sealed. So several nice things here. It's rechargeable, and you do not have to remove the light or remove batteries to charge it. You can just leave this on your firearm and plug it in to your USB cable to charge. So positives there. No quick release. That's kind of a bummer, but you know, you probably don't really need to be removing this. The quick release to me is more important if you're running a light that has batteries that need to be removed. So you need to remove the light, remove the batteries. This you don't really need to remove it unless you're moving it from one gun to the other. And this type of screw, this is kind of old school. A lot of the older Streamlights had this on it. And you can manipulate this with your fingers, or you can manipulate it with a coin just fine. So I don't really have a problem with that. And it's solid lockup, and it holds tight to the gun. So the controls on this are if we press and hold, the light comes on. Let's see, make sure you can see that. Yeah. If we press it real quick and release, it's constant on. Press it again, it's off. If we press and hold, it's momentary. Now the strobe is 2 quick presses, and that's it. And you can use the switch here or the switch on either side to operate the light. So it's pretty straightforward. Nice flat black finish. Just like all the other weapon lights I've looked at, the finish on this is great. Nothing to say about that. Nothing bad. It is made out of 6061 aluminum. It has a Type 3 hard coat anodized finish on it. The manufacturer says that they've done a 20,000 time vibration test during their R&D. I don't know if that's putting it on a gun and shooting the gun 20,000 times, or on some sort of a vibration machine and turning the light on and shaking it for, I don't know, 20,000 times. That's just what they say. Yeah, okay. So the battery indicators on this side, and if we, let's see if we turn it on, you can see the light comes on green. And if it comes on orange, that means the charge is, you know, it's getting low, and red means it needs to be recharged. So that's it, and that's the charge indicator, or that's the indicator to tell you how much juice is left in the battery, and that's actually the charge indicator to let you know when it's fully charged and you can take it off the charger. All right, so let me reposition the camera here, and we'll go ahead and do a test fit. All right, I have my Glock 19 Polymer 80 build right here. I'll just put that in for. And I've already adjusted this particular cross pin. That's why I didn't want to move it around, because I've already messed around with it and got it aligned perfectly for this gun. I did that off camera. Nothing like listening to me swear about getting frustrated over moving it around. It did take me a couple of minutes to get that adjusted just perfectly. And this assembly right here that clamps onto the Picatinny rail, it is spring loaded. So I'm going to try and get this on there. Let's see, how are we going to get this on? About just like that. So because it's spring loaded, we kind of clamp it on there. Now that cross pin, like I mentioned, see how you can actually move that. So if you had really long fingers, and or how about this? If you had really long fingers and you wanted to move this further out towards the flush with the end of the gun, you can do that. Or you can move it all the way in. That's where I prefer to have it, because I got short fingers, so my finger can get right to the switch. So that type of adjustability is pretty cool. I do not have a weapon light that has that type of flexibility. Although I can't say I need that type of flexibility. I've never run into the issue where my fingers are so long I would rather have this light further out. But you know, it's a nice feature to have, and it is there. So Once we get it in our preferred position, you can use your coin to tighten it down. I'm just going to use my fingers to tighten it down, and we're good to go. See if I can do the strobe with my finger. I can. And that's basically what it looks like on the Glock 19 Polymer 80 build that I have. So I have done a couple of charge cycles on this, and I have played around with the light. You know, as for the light beam, it's bright white. It's got a hot spot in the center. It's wide. If you're interested in room clearing, home protection, it's very suitable. I will I will do some shots inside my home with all the lights off, so you can see how this would work in a nighttime environment in your home, for example, to give you an idea of what the light pattern looks like. But I'm very happy with this purchase at this point. I like the light. I like the low profile design of it, the fit and the finish, and I think it's a great purchase for, you know, I paid $56 for it. So that's going to pretty much wrap up this review of the Klarus GL1 weapon light, available from Amazon. And but don't tune off just yet. I'm going to have a small little section inside my house at night showing the light so you can see what it looks like. All right, I've got all the lights turned off in my living room here just so we can get an idea of the Klarus pistol light and see what kind of illumination we get out of it in my dark living room. And you can see it basically lights up the entire room, so visibility for low light is great, and as a home defense light, I believe it'll serve the purpose just fine. Alright, well that's going to wrap up this video on the Klarus GL1 pistol light.